You know, something happened in Seattle that should shake every Christian in this country. A peaceful rally organized by believers who simply wanted to stand up for children and for biblical truth was met with violence. Not just pushback, not just debate, violence. And then the mayor had the nerve to say that the rally was meant to provoke. No, what provoked people was truth. Let's be honest here. We live in a culture that is increasingly hostile to religious freedom. When you hold to biblical values, they call it hate. When you stand in public, they call it provocation. And when violence comes from the other side, they look the other way. That's not just backwards, that's dangerous. But here's what I want to say to my fellow believers. Don't let that fear shut you up. We're not called to be liked. We're called to be faithful. And part of being faithful in this moment means standing up boldly, peacefully, and without apology. We are not the ones being aggressive for sharing truth. We are the ones being targeted for it. Now, let me be clear. This doesn't mean we go around picking fights. We should never be antagonistic toward people. When we speak to others, especially one-on-one, it should always be in love, with compassion, and with a heart that wants to bring people to Christ. But the public square, we still have a right and a responsibility to show the world that there are still people who believe in God's design, God's truth, and God's word. Seattle showed us something, that there's a real cost to standing for truth today, but it also showed us something else. There are still believers who won't back down. And if we don't speak out right now for religious freedom, when will we? If you haven't heard what happened in Seattle, I break it down in detail in my latest blog. Go check it out. I'm Arch Kennedy, bold, unfiltered, and unafraid.